Everybody, and welcome to Kevin Kraut Uncut. Today I'm going to be discussing my reaction to Georgia beating South Carolina and week 14 of the college football. My pick'ems for that. Okay, you have Ohio State versus Michigan State. About said Mississippi State, but it's Michigan State. I'm going to go with Ohio State. Then you have Oklahoma State versus TCU. I'm going to go with Oklahoma State. Texas A&M versus Auburn. I'm going with Texas A&M. Rice versus Marshall. I'm going with Marshall. Texas versus Kansas State. I'm going with Texas. Sorry, folks. WCU versus North Carolina. They lost to Notre Dame. I'm going with North Carolina on this one. Liberty versus Coastal. I'm going with Coastal Carolina. Why in the world are they ranked 20th? They are 9-0. Syracuse versus Notre Dame. I'm going with Notre Dame. Tulsa versus Navy. I'm going with Navy. West Virginia versus Iowa State. I'm going with Iowa State. Indiana versus Wisconsin. I'm going with Wisconsin. Florida versus Tennessee. I'm going with Florida. Iowa versus Illinois. I'm going with Iowa. Vanderbilt versus Georgia. I'm going with Georgia. Oregon versus California. I'm going with Oregon. Clemson versus Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is not even ranked. I could see an upset of Virginia Tech beating Clemson. Clemson seems to slip like they normally do. I don't know why in the world Clemson is ranked third when Notre Dame should be ahead of them, and so should Ohio State. I think Clemson wins it, but it's going to be a close game. Baylor versus Oklahoma. I'm going to go with Oklahoma. Alabama versus LSU. I'm going with Alabama. Miami, Florida versus Duke. I'm going with Miami, Florida. Washington State versus USC. I'm going with USC. Now, let's talk about South Carolina's loss to Georgia. I knew that was going to happen. Yes, I knew that was going to happen, folks. There's no lie about that. They lost 45-16. Yeah, when you have players opt out of the season or want to go to NFL, you're gonna struggle as a team. I don't know if Luke Doughty or Doughty is the right quarterback right now. I mean, they basically stabbed Linsky in the back, is what they did. I don't blame Linsky wanting to transfer. He wants to go to a winning team. And South Carolina is not that yet. Do I think Shane Beamer will be the next coach? I think he will be. I think he will be the next coach for South Carolina. Hopefully he can straighten everything out and get a better coordinators, because I don't see how anybody can be happy with these coordinators and defense coordinators, offense and defense coordinators. Something's got to give, right? They paid Will Muschamp way too much to have bad coordinators. So, I think Shane Beamer can turn things around. I think he could. I think he will be the next coach for South Carolina. Hopefully he can straighten everything out and get a better coordinators. I don't see how anybody can be happy with these coordinators and defense coordinators. Something's got to give, right? They paid Will Muschamp way too much to have bad coordinators. So I think Shane Beamer can turn things around. I think he could. Just got to find the right coordinators. Right now, they don't have that. Every player, there was players playing different positions they never played before. Offense playing defense. Some players that last game. That's how thin they are in those positions. That's not good. Clemson beat Pittsburgh 52-17. I mean, I think everybody saw that happening. And Clemson plays cupcake teams, except Notre Dame. They struggled against Boston College and Syracuse. But they are not the same team as they once were, and since 2016, by the way. They are not the same team. I think Ohio State could take on Clemson. Or even Notre Dame. Notre Dame and Ohio State should be in the national championship. It would not surprise me if those two teams were the very last two teams. And Coastal, I am very proud of what Coastal Carolina is doing right now. They're 9-0. Yes, they are. Got a good coach with them. They beat. Let's see if I can find a score here real quick, y'all. They beat them 34-. They beat Appalachian State. The team that we could not beat last year. They beat them 34-23. I know that's cutting it really close, but they're 9-0. I don't know how in the world they're only 20th. That's probably because it's a lower conference. That could be why. But I'm very impressed by Coastal Carolina. Oh yeah. They came out of nowhere basically because they have a good coach now. That ought to shock people. They were 15th. Why they're not ranked higher than that, I don't know. Like a top 10. Not 20th, but they are on a roll. They're 9-0. Clemson's not even 9-0. They're like, what, 8-0? Because Clemson, remember, they didn't play like 2 games. Oh, actually 1 game. That's Florida State that something happened. But if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Yes, I chose Navy over Tulsa. I want Navy to win against Army too, by the way. I know some people that were in Navy and Army. Hopefully everybody's having a good day today. This will go out very soon. I thought there was a game like early. Well, yeah. I think Notre Dame has a game. Well, that's week 15. They have one on like Saturday, so getting really close to the bowl games too. Usually they have bowl games about what, January. There's gonna be a lot of those probably. And my opinion on South Carolina, they don't deserve a bowl game at all. They really don't. They struggled against. They got their butt beat by horrible teams, in my opinion. No. South Carolina's gonna finish 2-8. That's probably what's gonna be 2-8. Hopefully everybody's having a good day today, and I will see y'all later. Don't forget to check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and ring that notification bell. It keeps you up to date on what I'm doing on YouTube. And I will see y'all later. Goodbye, y'all.